You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How?
I don't know how this fits together yet, but we'll stop him.
I was his bodyguard. I looked after him with my life. I trusted him more than anything. He gave me away to Zariel just for kicks. He ruined my life just when it was starting. And now he'll use up the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
We'll do it together, whatever it takes.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands.
We're not out of the Shadow Cursed Woods yet, Gale.
Apologies. Got rather lost in the metaphor there. Allow me to provide a map. I speak of what we discovered at the heart of this cursed place. The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power, the ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
You almost killed yourself back there. Maybe take a moment?
I know what nearly happened, and I'm sorry for putting you in that position. But I've stepped back from the precipice now. I've seen what may prove to be another way. A better way. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Let's get to Baldur's Gate, first of all.
Ah, indeed. The journey awaits. One foot in front of the other is tried and true, I find. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Yes, darling.
I can't
Why
help
are
but
we
feel
having
like
the
I've been fumbling in the
conversation
dark
twice
for
in
too
a
long.
row?
And I've just had a... I speak of the crown. Netherese. Most... I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. I know what... That crown sit... We need to learn more. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Sounds like an excellent idea.
The only kind I have. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Alright. Now can I talk
Gods
about...
be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Alright, so the cult has your father. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Alright, what do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Missoura said you can tell me what led to your pact in exile, so it's time to tell me the whole damn truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I wouldn't give up my soul if that's where you're going.
It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
You took on 25 cultists on your own? Come on, I find that hard to believe.
I had Missoura at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
And your father, the Grand Douche?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Missoura had swept it clean. After, He said only one word. Go. So I did.
Why would Mizora even want to save Baldur's Gate?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
So is that how you lost your eye?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mizora. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
Well, it was brave what you did for the city.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something?
The shadows are lifted. Finally, we can breathe free.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
We should not linger here. The cult's army is on.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
I'm glad I could help.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
So, do you know when the curse will actually be lifted?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
What happened to Oliver? Did Daniel, absorb him?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish. I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
So what now? You got what you wanted, after all.
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side.
And this more that you want? What is it?
Not what, who. But all in due course.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
Oh, am I missing? Am I missing anyone? No. Because Mindy's over
We should
there.
not linger here. The cult's army is on the march.
Thy hunger denied. Seluna's faithful yet shines. The balance shifts. Thou hast seen with thine own eyes and felt in thine urges. The dead three unite. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
Surely these abominations are soulless.
Correct. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, O tempted one? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
You know of my urges? What can you tell me?
Nothing thou dost not already know.
That wasn't an answer. I'm surprised to see you. Why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
It's back.
We should not linger here. The cult's army is on the march.
Yes. Okay. All right. Mindy.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones.
And I will never tire of killing their previous occupants. We make a good team.
My blood ran hot when we broke Ketheric's bones together. But we have greater challenges ahead of us. It is clear now that he was not working alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter. Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman.
So it's personal? Good. Let's take her down together.
You make it sound so simple. She is the chosen of Baal, Lord of Murder, and one of the cult's founders. Indeed,
Not quite.
she is the one who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies.
What do you remember of your indoctrination?
When I first visited Moonrise, I stood before the Absolute in awe. It was more of an idea than an entity. Pure love. Total power. Orin was by my side. She told me that God had chosen me to be a true soul. Blessed and adored. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no God. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile.
Once she's dead, the cult's gonna need new leadership. Maybe we can take her place.
It is as if you read my mind. Perhaps you did. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other chosen and claim their netherstones, we can take control.
You make it sound so simple.
Then you misunderstand me. What I propose is nigh on impossible, but if anyone can succeed, it is us. We have the prism, and we have the courage to slay gods. We may fail, but we must try. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world. And then we will need no gods. We will be their equal. We will be absolute. We have a purpose and a bond. By my oath, I will fight with you while that purpose holds. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain.
You chose to incapacitate me rather than killing me when you eradicated my minions. Why?
Is it back? Alright, I think it's back. You were simply too stubborn to die.
You described me well, but you deceived nonetheless. You chose to spare me. I am sure of it. Sparing an enemy's life is a great risk. Even though I owe my life to the part of you that showed me mercy, it concerns me. If Ketheric had ordered me to slay you to prove my worth, I would have. Or died trying. I should not lose myself in these thoughts of what might have been. I live, and I am grateful. I do have one more question, though, before we continue.
Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away?
I want revenge on those who did this to me.
Good. That is as it should be. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits. Helen! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body.
You okay, Papa?
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
You'd be most welcome.
We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
What's it like in the curse? More horrible than you can imagine. When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
So, what do you think of the Flaming Fist that you met here?
They are different to what Duke Elton envisioned. And I can't comment on Duke Ravengard himself, but I've seen the respect he inspires in the Flaming Fist. And that tells me all I need about him as a leader. I hope you can save Duke Ravengard, for the good of Baldur's Gate.
What about you?
When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. Thaniel is the only reason I survived. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken.
And after Thaniel awakens?
I don't think there will be an after. The truth is, the Shadowfell broke something inside me. Something no healer can fix. I don't know how long I have, but because of you, Thaniel is safe. Because of you, I could help him as he helped me. So, thank you, my friend. And know that I have no regrets.
Lost informed.
Shouldn't we live in more interesting times?
Probably gonna quiet my things. Use shields, I'm useless. Sure. I get two, can I get two? I'm not fucking for one. God. This seems so weird, like the always memorized thing, because it's into the last game. We just randomly started doing it. In this game. I got all the bugs, with right? Okay, Alexa, grab that one. Why are you up? My god, you should have started like 7 me. He should not be out there. Wait, that's it. Yeah, I'm talking about you. That's right, that's a fireball. Stupid. Droppers back on. Where's the star in? Did he stay? Oh my god. Seriously? I thought I was forgetting something when I did the reaction rounds too. And turn around and realize that I'm missing a very pale shadow.
No one stopped me yet.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically.
Alright, we have to actually go into the rest before we can. Deal with the... God, my brain is not working. The night song stuff. Let's see. What's up, Minthara? Do I have
Our
enough
enemies
approval?
still draw breath.
I think I do.
All is
Woohoo.
ash and meat.
As you approach Minthara, you
Yes.
feel her mind reaching out to yours, tentative and curious. Then it retreats, soft as a whisper.
Sorry. Old habits.
Why are you apologizing?
I did not ask permission. When we first met, before moonrise, I intruded on your thoughts without hesitation and took what I needed from your memories. I would not do that again, unless I had reason to think you were hiding something from me. And I do not. I did not think we would ever share anything more than an uneasy alliance, born of our mutual enmity for the Absolute. I was wrong. A deeper bond has grown between us. I trust you. But I would like to touch your thoughts again, now that my mind is my own. May I?
Welcome! You are just in time to see this character start her relationship with Minthara. Why the sudden interest in my thoughts?
Curiosity. Until my time in the cult of the Absolute, I had spent little time on the surface, except to raid and pillage. I did not expect to find any outside the Underdark who saw the world as I do, and wanted from the world what I want. I did not expect you.
I'm flattered.
You should be. On those rare occasions when people have surprised me in the past, I received new scars to remember them by. You are different. A pleasant surprise. One of the first in my long life. Before the Absolute, I lived a life of certainties. I knew that I was destined for greatness because I was born to it. I also knew that my inherited privilege came with a cost. That the bonds of fellowship and family could be broken by envy and ambition. I could not enjoy the taste of food for fear of poisoning, and I could not enjoy the company of lovers and friends because I feared they hid knives behind their smiles. In spite of the danger, I was happy. I knew myself. And I understood the world around me. Now, nothing is certain. Without Lolth, without the Absolute, without my home, I do not know myself. But you do, I think. Show me myself through your eyes. Let me see what I am to you.
Let her in.
She joins her thoughts with yours, and you are as one. You share in her strength of mind and formidable will, but also the doubts that eat at her conviction. Those doubts cluster in swarms, and the thickest is around her sense of self. She pushes past, revealing the image of her you hold in your mind. What does she see?
A lover.
The cold shell of Minthara's mind melts away, and you are drawn into the heart of her. Warm, passionate, and dangerous.
I have never lacked confidence, but this conflict seems so much bigger than the two of us. It frightens me. I do not know if we will survive it, but whatever life remains to us, I would gladly spend it fighting at your side and lying with you at night.
All right, well, sweet dreams, and thanks for joining. You can also check out my VODs on YouTube. This one will be a little bit before it gets there, but yeah, thanks for joining. Let's see. That would be a good life.
Her mind touches yours, feather light and hesitant. A stark contrast to the confidence with which her thoughts intruded on yours in the past.
Tonight, there will be no voices, no orders, no gods. I belong only to you.
Aww. God, she's so sweet.
I, for one, will miss the shadow curse. For all the pain it caused us, it did at least obscure the incessant sun.
Alright, let's see how weird her kisses are when you're a gnome.
I am yours. Come to me.
I swear I gave her hidden wings.
Enough. We still have a war to fight.
You should have hidden wings, Mincy.
In your name.
You don't. Alright, where is the... Who has... Oh, it's in camp, I think. I think that's where I put the stupid thing anyway. I am too damn short to kiss her when her wings are visible. You only had one ring? Oh, wait, no. It just... Okay. No, don't need to freak out about that. We're good. Let's see, is this the hidden underwear? That's the hidden shoes. Ah, no, damn it! Whoa! She has double weight. That is trippy as hell. That is so trippy. I love it. It is so Minthara, but we are not doing that. Those also were not the wings that we wanted. Oh, here's the hidden underwear wings. The weird ass sentences you say when playing this game sometimes. Alright, let's see if I can
do better.
See myself, or if I'm still being hidden by her damn wings.
You wish to consult me?
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I am yours. Come to me.
Okay, hers
I
aren't
could
very
lose
awkward.
myself in you.
You must be glad Ketherick is dead.
I take no pleasure in his passing. Whatever faults he may have had, Ketherick was a great leader.
You respected him?
Of course. He ruled Moonrise for centuries. That in itself deserves respect. I believe he was an honorable man, but the gods used him as their plaything. First, Shah and her sister, then the three behind the Absolute. I sympathize.
You think he could have been redeemed?
A meaningless question. If he had killed us and conquered the Sword Coast, I would envy him. As it is, he lost, and I pity him. But I will never forgive him for handing me to Orin. For that, I hope Merkel hollows out his bones and lets them be dust.
When did you first encounter the Cult of the Absolute? And that angle is really weird.
A true soul came to my city preaching a message of togetherness, accompanied by 2 novices. Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. I killed them and hanged their bodies in my garden.
They were fools to encroach on lost territory.
I thought so too. This world is full of fools, after all. But in this instance, I was mistaken. Our visitors were not fools. They were bait, even as the flesh sagged and sloughed away from their eyeless skulls. Their audacity infuriated me. I had to know where they came from. And whoever sent them was counting on my curiosity overcoming my caution.
Alright, I think it's back up. Sorry, Xbox is buggy and crashes a lot sometimes. Okay. We're back. You followed their pack back to Moonrise?
Yes. All it took was a simple act of necromancy, and the corpses told me where I needed to strike. Moonrise Towers.
So you waged war against Moonrise?
No. I was prepared for combat, but I intended to strike subtly. As it turned out, to my shame, I was defeated without even drawing my weapon. I came to Moonrise with a retinue of warriors and assassins, the best House Bainray had to offer. I expected a battle, but found a fully laden feast table and a welcome befitting a house matron. Ketherick expected us, expected me, and I fell for his flattery.
Understandable. He gave you the welcome you felt you deserved.
Perhaps I deserved what came after the welcome as well. Ketherick
No, you did
proposed
not.
an alliance between Moonrise and Menzoberranzan. I admit I was captivated by him. He invited me to the head of his table as his guest of honor. I was wary, of course. If I had been in his position, the food would have been poisoned. It was not the food I should have been wary of. It was the pale woman at the foot of the table. Orin the Red. We had barely begun to eat when she spoke for the first time. I only caught one word, my name. Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table, a dagger in each hand, and skipped toward me, slicing the throats out of my men as she passed them.
That must have been terrifying.
Few things frighten me. Orin is one of them. Ketheric held me still, his hand on my shoulder, the grip tight enough to crack the bone. When Orin stood before me, she touched the dagger to my eye, drawing out a tear of blood. "I want this one," she said. Ketheric nodded his permission, and I was taken below. You've seen the horrors of the colony. Orin kept me there for days. She forced me to watch as my men were processed. Some for food, others as thralls. And then she placed the tadpole in my eye herself.
You'll have your revenge.
That is certain. You know the rest as well as I do. There were massacres before the Grove. Religious communities mostly. Those who refused to convert. Then there was you, and now there is freedom. Soon there will be vengeance.
Indeed. Alright, I suppose we'll do the Shadowheart craft now. Alright, emo girlfriend. Let's go.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. Remember that it is a common rite amongst Aluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still, And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The spear. How do you have it? I threw it into the Shadowfell.
Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shar torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Alright, emo girlfriend.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
I wanted to talk about our relationship.
Of course.
How are you faring?
Relieved. Terrified. Sick to my stomach. I can't keep my feelings straight ever since I spared Nightsong. Defied Shar. I don't know what comes next. But at least I have you by my side. Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
Alright, let's see how her kisses are when you're a gnome.
Of course. Well, don't stand in ceremony. Come here.
Okay, cute, but a little awkward. Okay, do any of you other thirsty bitches need anything, or can we long rest? Well, I see no exclamation points. That's about as good of a thumbs up from the party as I'm gonna get. Last long rest of Act 2. Should I put the party back together? We are out of here. Oh, right, we have party reactions for the Shadowheart thing, don't we? Alright, squish.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
It does not surprise me that Shadowheart's faith was based on a lie. Deception is the sum of Shah's design.
Right?
Good. I do not like to stand idle.
Alright, I finally have Night Song in camp. I've been waiting to do this since I got that damn item. Pint-sized Night Song. Ah. There we go.
At your command.
Drow Night Song. Yes. I don't know why. This has just amused me way too much. Yes, triple Night Song.
No time to rest.
Okay. Back to hiding.
Fresh orders?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could
Thanks.
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Oh, don't worry. Mine will be pretty bad, too. Yes, emo
I've been
girlfriend.
lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
Whatever you must do, I will be by your side.
Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
Should I be concerned?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me. All right, some company wouldn't hurt.
Grumpy girlfriend.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Don't worry, she will.
It is done.
We'll make sure of it.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness, the truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Well, I stopped her from killing Night Song, so we're good, Will. And you have things. You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes,
Bull.
I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
You are far too charitable. I probably never would have forgiven him if I were you.
Resentment is a poison on one's heart. The only way to avoid damage is to pour it out.
Let me guess, your daddy said that? I mean, I guess you can't really blame him. For all he knew, you'd sprout horns any second.
And I went and proved him right. A Grand Duke's
Indeed.
duty is to his city. First and foremost, there would only ever be one outcome.
Yeah, that's why you feel justified in dumping your girlfriend for the city.
That's the spirit.
It was 2 games ago. I should stop being disgruntled. It just still pisses me off a little bit.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
Yeah, they cause more problems than good most of the time in Faerun. So tell me more about your relationship with Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just, it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zauriel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Oh, honey. Yeah, you need a kiss after that.
What's on your mind? Go on. Oh, yes.
So cute.
Lovely.
Right. Darling.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. Like the curse itself knows its time is short.
Alright, join me, Super Bear.
Good. Now our roots can deepen. Together.
I still maintain that that sounds like a really cheesy-ass druid pickup line. Baby, let's let our roots deepen together.
I would not linger in this land over long. But, whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Stop talking down to me. Everyone
As
talks
you
down
wish.
to me just because I'm a gnome. Where's the exclamation point now? Back at Shadsy. Don't tell me you're bugging.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Okay, so you're doing what Halson did last game. Got it. You talk to somebody who wasn't me. I'm going to get an exclamation mark so you can talk to me.
It's like your mind wants you dead. How'd you?
Oh, I haven't talked to Barkus yet, have I?
I had to look after him.
So, how does love feel about romance? Are you expected to bite your mate's head off afterwards?
Be grateful I no longer follow the Spider Queen's teachings. If I did, you would be the first to fall into my web.
I can't tell if you're joking. She is joking, right?
I can't tell.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been.
I was taking a little holiday in the Mind Filler colony downstairs.
That sounds slimy. Never mind your distasteful predilections. We need to talk about Wulbren.
Carcass. Wulbren made it very clear that he wants nothing to do with you.
Oh, forget about that. Wulbren and the Iron Hand Gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have room powder, they have motive. We have to stop them.
You know that this city has more important concerns than a bunch of ne'er-do-wells with a grudge, right? Gnome to gnome.
You're tired from your exertions. Who could blame you? Have a smoke, a wash, and a cup of tea. And let's regroup when you're more yourself. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
You're fine, I feel bad
about
you back.
At your camp.
What? Wait, you're going back to my camp? That's new. Okay, is Barkus here somewhere? Or is he just threatening to join my camp? I can't tell with him. Alright, well I don't see him, so...
Hey, so what's romance like in the Underdark, Minthara?
In Menza Baranzan, romance is commonly a luxury enjoyed between women. Men are mostly present for propagation. Here on the surface, gender does not define one's role so strictly. There are weaklings of every sort.
I love her.
I'll be seeing you at your camp.
Oh my god, fine. Yes, Wulbren. Oh, okay, I think I fucked something up. When was my last save? When was my last save? I should break it because I don't want to break Carcass. I was doing what I have to do because I don't do the gnomes. Then I'm going to find your golden screen. Fine. Okay, let's try this again. Alright. That was good.
It's done.
Taking the truth is only access. I swear, good.
I'm trying to hear that Wilders wasn't just joining the party.
It doesn't surprise me the shadow space online. Good.
Keep it. Perfect forms no more. The shadow's life is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. I'm ready to help. Not desire. Nature moves at its own pace. I'm sturdy, when see fit. Keep back. And war shall come to you. We need a
Let's try this again. Oh, nope, he's just gonna be a bitch. Phew, fuck!
Curse this heart of mine.
Hey, so we leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
Alright, we are back. Yeah, that's why I recruited Halsin.
Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
I'll seek more allies in the city.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
That the Shadow Curse is no more.
Looks like an army marched through here.
Alright, to Act 3 we go.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me,
Well, this
my
isn't
lord,
exactly natural,
but there is panic
is it,
in the
Gordy?
streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live.
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Can I even see over that thing? It doesn't look like it. Okay, fine. From this angle, I definitely can, but from that first angle, it did not look like it at all.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
We need to stop him like yesterday.
We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
No, we're not doing this. You don't get to ascend. I'm still upset with you over last game. So, no, sweetheart. You are staying a spawn because otherwise I will strangle you. I don't know. Raphael said the ascension was lethally diabolical.
Doesn't it sound delightful? For the lucky little vampire on the winning side. After 200 years of shit, pure shit, I think I deserve something better.
All that matters to me is that you're safe.
I know you do. It matters to me as well. I want to be able to protect you, too. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door.
That's why.
If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend.
As long as you're sure you'll be alright seeing them again, love.
You're too adorable. I'll be fine. I'm sure they'll bring back memories of so many pathetic years, but I'm much stronger now. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the Astral Prism, and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. And what then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves. Will you even have a say in what you do? Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
I will find a way to rid myself of these disturbing impulses.
Even as you utter the words to yourself, you know it is but an intention. And these dark desires of yours have little regard for your intentions. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
It never is.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join my power.
We're under attack. Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
The one problem with the entire party being in this.
Sometimes the only way
Tries to
out
do
is
this crap where it starts me all the way down here. I can fly, damn it! There we go, Misty Step. And is that going to allow me? No. Right now, I think it's fine. Yep. Yeah, screw you. I'm going over here. Arrgh. There we go. Thank you, empty air behind Halson.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Yeah, and you can wait a minute while we do all of our buffs, because we don't get to come in here with any of our fucking buffs.
At the ready.
Swish.
Eager for battle.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
You'll be able to hold them off until I'm getting ready to get there.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
Shadzy, where are you? There you are.
Now.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Give me a minute. Getting all my buffs cast is more important than helping your bitch ass. No, they will not die for him. We're going to be disappointments to a daddy this time around. We've been over this.
Someone there.
What is it just happened? Oh, yay! I get turn. Smite. Smite. Ooh yeah. Smite. Smite. You're not supposed to miss. Seriously? You just missed with...
My turn.
Karlak, would you please? There we go. Smite! Smite!
It's not over. Come to the skull. The skull. Come to the skull.
You are so you are not in charge of us, MP. You do not call the shots here, okay? Nobody actually wants to hear from you. So chill the fuck out. We'll get there when we're damn ready, good and ready to get there. Seriously, Halson? Okay.
Help me.
Good, Super Bear. Whee! I'm gonna try something.
Please, help me.
Because I'm curious if it's gonna work. Turn my ass invisible and see if maybe the fucking cutscene will not. It's not. Oh my god, is it working? Damn it. Well, at least most of the party got over there, so they're not wasting their fucking bonus actions. But hey, it worked a little bit. my god, it's Minty.
You are in danger indeed, Mind Flayer. What the hells is happening?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
Prove to me. I can't do Minthara's voice. Nope, nope, nope. Prove to me that you're who you say you are.
You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. I told you about my room in the Elfsong Tavern that night when you held me. I was vulnerable. You comforted me. Your continued existence as yourself and not a mind flayer should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Let's see how it goes this time. Well. Well. Hey, there we go. We succeeded.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this.
Oh my god.
As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight!
Order illicit against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me for your own survival. Together, we can turn the tide.
Oh, yay! It actually pulled everybody up this time. Whee! Super bear! It's a bird! It's a plane! No, it's Halcyon! Alright, let's do your force twirl, baby. Yes! Eyes up. Get stabbing. Stab. 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 Ooh, nice. Stab. Stab. Just keep stabbing. Refund the auto attacks. Oh no, you still got that. And now you're stepping to the side so somebody else can reach. What the hell? Why could Lae'zel? Oh, because there's a fucking intellect devourer in the way. Of course. Of course. There we go. Gwenyth! Bitch, you can fly. Summit! Oh, come on. You totally have enough movement speed. Let's see that. There we go. Smite! Smite! And where are the smites? Mintalicious! Aha! You can get to this bitch. Smite! Critical smite. Double crit smite. Nice, doll. Smite! Can you get over here? Probably not. No. Oh, well, you can actually if you do that. Smite!
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene. To owe my life to a damned geich. No more
I know.
lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You were in the prism this whole time. Why exactly were you deceiving me?
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer. Even those who are on a path of becoming one. I was someone once. Someone just
Exhibit
like
A.
you.
Omelium.
An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
A self-important douche, you mean? Because that does kind of work with Emperor. So what exactly was this battle about?
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gwynyth herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Jastil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus' mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus' mother left, a usurper took her place. Gwenyth declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Gwenyth wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
I think it's back. Yes. Were you imprisoned here too?
No. Gwenyth sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gwenyth or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
So was it you or Orpheus that Gwenyth wanted me to kill?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Gwenyth was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Gwenyth will be finished.
And what exactly would happen if we freed Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
I'm nothing like you.
Denial will change nothing. You have already benefited from that tadpole of yours. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an Elithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
No. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. I'm trying to avoid being a mind flayer. You said you'd protect me, so go fuck yourself, you ugly ass squid.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Elithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. No. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty.
If I were devastating beauty, I'll stay as I am, thank you. No. No, 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 no. Go fuck yourself.
I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. But in case you change your mind... Look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve.
I'm not going to use it. I'm going to smush it.
It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain and bring it under our control.
It always throws me off that Orpheus is the red dot in the minimaps. I'm like, who the fuck didn't I kill? Oh, right, that's Orpheus. Why is there an exclamation point in the middle of the ground? Alright, let's do something really fun and piss the Emperor off. Because he's a fucking dick and I hate him. Actually, I have to hit use first.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
Smash it!
Wait. Remember, it has enough vitality to nourish you and your allies. Commune with it. You'll see. It only wants to help you.
I don't need performance-enhancing drugs, thank you. I'm saying no to drugs.
Disappointing. You have lowered our chances of success with your actions.
No, I haven't. Gaslighter.
So your mysterious artifact, tamer of parasites, is only another parasite itself. How do you feel? Knowing the cost of keeping your transformation at bay.
Well, better, because I know what the artifact's true nature is now.
I suppose there is something to that. Illithids are
Optimism.
monstrous creatures. But in the end, they are only that. Creatures. And if it can, a parasite will keep its host fat, happy, and safe. Until it is finished feeding, at least. Am I comforting you?
Not really.
I'm not comforting myself. Use the Emperor as it would use you. Or discard it. My days of doubting you are done.
So your confidant was a mind flayer all along. Disquieting, to say the least.
I can fly down. I don't have to deal with stubby little gnome legs. Aha! Suck it! Some gnomes can fly!
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
Who exactly is he?
Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths.
Shocker.
For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Our current Vlaakith has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Alright, so what happens now?
We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Alright, so I'm not going to do the whole Orpheus conversation right now. Because it's... Well, I can't say it's getting late because it's been late for a while. But it's late, so... once I finish the rounds, I'll talk to Lae'zel. Or I'll call it after I once finish the rounds and talk to Lae'zel. But the rest of it tomorrow.
By Balduran's bones, this is a lot to take in. Let's see if I've got this right. 1, we've been carrying a mind flayer around with us this whole time. 2, it's been appearing as someone else in our dreams, cajoling us to embrace our new illithid talents. 3, the mind flayer's been siphoning a Githyanki prisoner's powers to shield us from the Absolute's voice. Did I miss anything?
He's not just any Githyanki, Will. He's a prince, the son of Great Mother Gith.
Ah, yes. Gith's only son. Locked away in his astral prison for defying Vlaakith. Sensational tales, aren't they? Almost unbelievable. With a narrator so unreliable, how do we tell fact from fiction? I can't pretend I have the answer, but I know the Illithid's right about one thing. It holds our fates in its talons. Until the Absolute falls, there's no getting rid of it.
Shadzy?
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or Astral Prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing.
Right?
But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
What's on your mind?
You wish to consult me?
Whew, quite the rug pull, eh? A mind flayer manipulating us this whole time. Such creatures are not to be trusted as a general rule, though this one does appear to have had a significant hand in our survival up to this point. At best, an ally whose motivations remain shrouded in deceit. We should be wary of what such an alliance may cost us.
Indeed.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. At least you showed it what you thought of its offer. Nicely done.
I had a feeling you'd approve of that one, Schnookums. Alright, folks, so I'm going to call it a night here. I should be back tomorrow night, or tonight. It's after midnight, but I haven't gone to bed yet, so it's still technically yesterday for me. But I'll be back at my usual time to continue on with Gwenyth's adventure in Journey Deeper into Act 3. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my chaos. If you like what you see, please drop us a follow. You can also follow me on TikTok and YouTube. Have a great night, day, whatever applies to you. And until next time, peace out.